did. There we go.
Are we live now?
Live now.
Oh, great. Awesome. Hello, Encounter Roleplay World. My name is Latia, and I am super happy to be bringing you Wall of Crawlers from the comic book series Rolled and Told. They do really awesome little adventures in their comics, like a long adventure and a short adventure every month, and it's a super awesome comic book series that you should read. I am the Dungeon Master, and now I will let my wonderful players introduce themselves. Go. One of you. Drake, let's start with you.
All right, I'll start with me since I'm all the way over here. All right, I am Drake Finney. You caught me earlier on Star Wars Fortitude here on Encounter Roleplay. I am your Saturday and Sunday engineer here at Encounter Roleplay. And today I will be playing Pies, the halfling monk, who is just happy and excited to be out in the real world again because it doesn't get any better than going on a fun adventure.
Awesome. I am happy to have you back at a table together with me.
Yes.
All right, Ishka, go ahead.
Hello, my name is Ishka, Ishka TV. I am a paladin in training. Once upon a time, there was a hatchling. He was born. He was raised to be a hero. But the day he began his training, an evil warlock took over his kingdom and banished all would-be heroes. He's now on his way to come back and dethrone the warlock and save his kingdom.
That sounds really exciting. All right, Herm, it is your turn.
I am at Hermley. I'm playing Dane, a dwarf grave cleric. Chill guy. Does the whole like, hey, heal.
That's Dane's whole shtick, right?
Well,
and mostly. Okay, and Lulu.
Hi everyone. Today I am playing Sunflower, a happy little elfling monk. So potentially quite different to this party who sound all like really great heroes. I think she's just a happy little monk.
Well, we've got two happy little monks. It's pretty awesome.
That's great.
And once again, I am at the Lady Tiefling. I did not mention that before. Before we get started, I would like to throw a shout out to our sponsors, Fantasy Grounds. It's our virtual tabletop of choice, except when we would poke it a little too hard and it doesn't do the thing. But it's great, and you can try it for yourself at fantasygrounds.com, totally free. We would also like to give a shout out to Wayland Games, who sells wonderful, incredible D&D minis at up to 20% off the registered retail price. You can find them at waylandgames.co.uk. And lastly, we have Tabletop Loot. You see them everywhere. They've got some of the best dice you will ever buy and roll and get natural 20s all the time. Every Tabletop Loot D20 rolls a natural 20 at least once. And you can find them at tabletoploot.com. And if we are all set, we will jump in. So, you three, Ishka, Dane, and Sunflower, have known each other for a little bit. You've done a couple of little adventures here and there. And your travels have brought you to the town of Vorlin, in the continent name here. You have heard, it's a very famous continent. You have heard of a tavern that boasts a sort of obstacle course for adventurers in training, adventurers who want to make sure that they're ready for the great outdoors, as it were. And it is to this tavern, the Thunderlock Tavern, that you have arrived at. If you would like to describe your characters, like what they look like, and one interesting fact about yourselves, and then we can go ahead and jump in. Let's start with Lulu this time around. We're going to go around.
Okay, well, Sunflower is quite unusual. She is a redhead elf, which you don't typically see. And she has, long red hair and just like typical monk type garb. And I think she's probably wandering around the town hoping to find like maybe some sweet treats along the way to the tavern.
All right, pastries. I'm gonna write that down. All right, and Dane.
Dane he's not your typical dwarf. Shaved head, has like a Fu Manchu going on, not the full crazy braided beard. Very, very laid back. Kind of just doesn't let the world get to him too much. Has the sort of the trappings of a cleric of the grave, but isn't. He's sort of the opposite of the some of his gothy brethren.
where they go black, he goes not black.
Yeah, it's some red. Hey, you know, if there's ribbons involved, awesome. If
Ribbons.
maybe there's some glitter.
I like
Does
it.
glitter exist in D&D?
Yes, it is confetti concentrated fairy fire spells that contain fairy fire spells that have lasted a little too long. They don't do the whole advantage thing anymore, but they still shine pretty brightly.
Alternatively, you can get an actual fairy and a pepper grinder, but it gets a little messy.
I've had some people take issue with that. Like, I mean,
Meh.
Like fairies?
what's your vote? But
And Ishka.
Ishka is a silver-scaled, blue-eyed dragon. His horns are just coming in. The magic is starting to finally set in. He is pretty righteous in his cause. Everything he sees he's doing, he does do it for a good purpose. Some people might have issues with that, but he uses his dragon-like charms to get his way. Always got his eye out for a sword and a shield.
Excellent, excellent. So the Thunderlock Tavern is pretty well known. It is a 2-story building in the just about the center of town, very easily found. And you guys make your way to the tavern. But it's about 10:30 at night, and you guys know that the challenge presented by this tavern is usually run at about midnight. So it's about 10:30 at night, and usually the hustle and bustle of a tavern is pretty, there's a lot going on. People are drinking and merriment is being had. But as you guys approach this tavern, there's not a lot of that. The rowdiness that you are expecting is not present. And while there are a few people milling about the tavern, it's not as busy as you were expecting. What would you like to do?
find a good spot. I mean, lots of empty tables, I'm guessing.
So you're gonna go in because you guys haven't walked
Oh,
in yet, but not that I know. If you'd like to walk in and see what the state of the tavern is like.
Yeah,
You
Sunflower
definitely
will
go through.
go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys go in, and it's quiet for a night at the tavern. There are a few patrons. You see a group of what looks like hunters gathered around a table, sipping some ale and maybe having some meat and potatoes. You see behind the bar a dwarf who is pouring drinks. You see sitting at the bar is a halfling swinging his feet as he sips a glass of milk. And in the corner, so as you walk in, the bar is directly to your right, and in the corner, right across, side, right next to the door, you see a door being not so much guarded, but there is an older man, an older human-looking man, standing next to it, and on the wall next to him, you see a plaque. And on this plaque, you see it says Wall of Crawlers. And the writing on the plaque looks a little faded.
Okay, so I approach the gentleman and I ask him if he knows anything about the sign, the plaque on the wall.
You approach the older man.
Yes.
Yes. So he says, well, yes, this is very obviously our obstacle course leaderboard of sorts. As you look on it, you can see there are very, very interesting names written on this board. You see names like the Rolling Beholders and the Band of the Hydra and the Frog Hop Foursome and the Unkillable Eight, like names like that. And but you see, like, make a perception check for me, Ishka.
Perception check.
Yeah.
I need to do a roll.
Make a roll for me.
Rolled a 9.
A 9. Okay, it's not very hard to figure out, but you can tell these names are a little faded, like more than a couple of months old since they've been written up there. And he says, "Oh, this is our leaderboard of the Thunderlock bar crawl, and it's been a while since we've had an entrant to the bar crawl."
Ah, bar crawl, dwarf. Do you hear this?
Like, I mean, all bars are for are crawls, kind of, to me. I'm at this, this height, so it's kind of
Don't demean
not
yourself
that different.
like that. You're a great height.
Hey, no, I'm all
You're
about
a
the height.
dwarf.
I'm good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm at this height already, so every time I go into a bar, it's a bar crawl, essentially.
He looks at the three of you and he says, Are you interested in doing the bar crawl?
Yeah.
Absolutely, I definitely would be.
Pies at the counter, at the bar top, you hear these new adventurers mentioning bar crawl.
They're here for the bar crawl. Oh. And I'll hop down from my chair and walk up and go, oh boy, you're here for the bar crawl. This is really cool because they're here for the bar crawl. The bar crawl is like awesome. But they won't let me do it by myself. They won't let one person do it. I don't understand, but they let other people do it. And 8 people do it, 5 people do it, 3 people do it, 2 people do it, but they won't let one person do it. And one person do it, I just absolutely can't stand that. Can I connect with you? You want to call? Can we? Yes?
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
So I can see that he's got like milk in his cup, right?
It's
Yes.
gonna make me big and strong.
Okay, is that milk, or have you somehow found a way to make liquid cocaine? Because
No. It's
calm
really not.
down.
I'm only 2 feet 9 inches, and I'm really excited because I've been sitting here drinking milk all week, waiting to go, and decided can I go, and now I can go, so it's gonna be fun. Let's go. Can we go now?
Well, it doesn't start till midnight, I've heard.
Oh.
Perhaps
got
we
2
could
hours.
get to know each other first. We're gonna be
We got
Okay,
about an
fine.
hour and a half to midnight.
crawling together.
Yeah, they don't drug test for this thing, do they? Because if woo,
You hear a
Day.
chuckle. You hear a chuckle from behind the bar as the dwarf who is pouring drinks laughs at what you said.
yeah, he knows.
Yeah. The dwarf actually at this point pipes up because he has seen Pies run over to you guys, and you get the sense that Pies might not have moved from that chair very much over the last couple of days. And the dwarf, he doesn't come out from behind the bar, but he walks to the edge of the bar and he says, so y'all are interested in doing the bar crawl?
I'm indeed, dwarf. Do you have anything we could sample before we take this?
Of course, if you're doing the bar crawl, then you can have a drink on the house. And he will step from behind the bar at this point, and he will he's a very grizzled looking dwarf, wearing beaten up leathers and a dusty old cloak, and you can see around his waist, though he has been tending bar, he has the implements of someone who is very good at picking locks. And he will walk out to all of you, and he will offer his hand to shake, and he says, my name is Merp Lock Tickler. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. It's been a long time since we've had anybody here to do the bar crawl.
Merp.
Well, you had someone here. You just don't let me do it because you don't let me do it by myself. But that's another stripe.
Yeah, he's been here a while.
Well, as much as the bar crawl is intended to test your mettle, he's a little tiny and a little
You know, halflings are
excited.
capable of many things.
I
Why I'm
know
drinking
that.
milk. I'll get bigger.
I believe you, little one, but it's a standard rule of the bar crawl that you have to have at least a party of 2.
I now have a party of 4.
I really enjoy this house.
But yes, if you're taking the bar crawl challenge, there's just some paperwork that you will need to sign if you'd like to step over. This is my associate also, and he points towards the older human man who is sitting at the door to the what you assume is the bar crawl challenge. This is Thamus Thunderhand. Together we are the proprietors of the Thunderlock Tavern.
That's a
Sunflower.
fun name.
Step forward and greet him.
They both shake your hand, Sunflower, and Dane. You say that, and he's like, well, "It's not very creative. I'll give you that, but it brought the business."
You can always
Speaking
get
of-
another name.
Well, we've been the Thunderlock Tavern for a very long time. I don't think rebranding is in our future. Dragonborn, I thought it sounded like you were about to say something.
I was going to speak. You said it's been quite some time since you've had anyone step up to the crawl. Why is that?
Well, these days, this is the older gentleman who, as you look at him now, he appears to be wearing very battered wizard's robes. There is a book on a very small table next to him that, upon closer inspection, has some art. Looks to have some arcane writings in it, and maybe his spell book. He says, "Well, these days, young adventurers don't think they need the proper training to go out and adventure. Do you know what I mean? They think that nowadays anyone can pick up a sword and a shield or a mace and just go forth and start killing kobolds, you understand? Back in my day," and you see as he begins to speak that Merp has kind of shaken his head and he's gone back behind the bar. You can tell that maybe Thamus is starting to get onto a tangent. He says, "Back in my day, we went to adventurer school and we learned about the things out there before we started fighting them, and we learned how to use a sword and how to cast our spells before we went out and adventure. Do you know what I mean?"
Indeed, I do.
No.
You're a man of a true academy, not like these glory hounds.
Exactly. I'm very glad that you understand where I'm coming from. And these days, the people just aren't interested in having a challenge or seeing what they're capable of before they go and get themselves murdered by orcs.
You speak of challenges if you have one to offer.
Oh, that is the bar crawl, my good sir. If you complete the bar crawl, you'll get your name on this wall, and I will deem you ready to face the world outside.
This sounds like
Also, there's money involved. I forgot about that part. The money has never mattered to me, but it matters to Merp, you know. But you can place bets on yourselves and see if you can earn a bit of coin by completing the challenge as well.
Just how many people try and then don't complete it? Just curiosity.
Well, let's see. And he stops and he thinks for a second, and it took the Frog Hop foursome. He points at the plaque again. It took the Frog Hop foursome 6 times to make it through the bar crawl. No one dies. Almost no one dies. But you can fail, but you won't die.
Well, I mean, clearly they failed already with a name like the Frog Hop Foursome. Let's face it, that's bad branding.
They were all drums. So it wasn't very creative.
Yeah, just doesn't do it for me. Need some more pizzazz.
I agree with you. At this point, Merp has come back and he has brought everyone a mug of ale or beer, something frothy and bubbly. Dane, make me a perception check.
Perception check. Okay, this will go 17.
17. All right. As you turn to accept the mug from Dane, you can see the patrons in the bar are looking over at you with what appears to be interest.
I'll look right back at him. Hey guys, how's it going?
They will they'll nod over their drinks, and it's not a mean look. It's make me an insight check as well.
Insight. That's a 12, but plus 5 is 17.
All right. You can tell that they also appear to be interested in your potential exploits into the bar crawl. As Thamus has said that it is a potential money-making opportunity, they might be wanting to place bets on you as well.
Okay, so I'll kind of give him a look and just sort of mouth the words, bet on us. We're good.
All right. Okay. So Merp says to you all, as I mentioned before, there is a bit of paperwork that I need you all to sign before you go into the bar crawl, if you would like to follow me this way. And he leads you over to a table on the opposite side of the bar. So there's Thamus, there's the bar, and then there's this table. He leads you all over to it and invites you to sit down, and he pulls out a couple of contracts. And he says to you, it looks like a standard contract. The Thunderlock Tavern is not responsible for, any damages you may incur while competing in the bar crawl. We are not responsible for death and or dismemberment suffered while competing in the bar crawl. The money betted on you in the bar crawl will be returned to you at double. If you succeed, you will lose any money that you bet on yourselves if you fail. Yada yada yada. And then he pushes a quill in your directions and asks you to make your mark.
So we lose the money that we bet on ourselves, but if we bet on our teammates, we get to keep it.
If the person that you bet on succeeds, you double your money. If you fail,
Okay.
if they fail, you lose your money.
I'll be the first to sign. I push aside, take the pill, take my paper, sign the clause dipped in ink, sign, and I wager. How do I tell how much gold I have?
The standard amount that you got in your background is how much gold you have.
Okay, well, as a paladin, it's pretty lofty, so I'm gonna bet 30 pieces, gold.
30 pieces. Ooh. You see Merp's eyes go wide as you set that money across the table. As you sign the contract, you see that the ink you sign with shimmers with a kind of magical signature, binding you to the rules of the contract. And as you slide that gold across, he says, "Thank you very much. Now, who's next?" As he hands the quill out again.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Pies. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead. I will defer to the elf.
Thank you. Sign it and pass it back.
All right. So the same thing happens when you sign your name. There's that magical shimmer binding you to the contract's terms. Are you going to bet any gold?
Yeah, I popped it with 4 gold.
4 gold. Okay. Who? Oh, both of you, Ishka and Sunflower. Who are you betting on?
myself.
Yeah, I'll bet on myself. Why not?
Okay.
Confident.
All right. Who's next?
I'll step
I'll
up.
sign.
I'll sign real
Both
quick
of
and
you-
put down 5 gold.
Excellent. I was gonna say both of you grab the quill at the same time, but Dane gets his signature out first.
Mhm.
5 gold.
Is
On
James,
yourself?
like a little bit taller?
Yeah, a lot of bit taller. A lot of bit taller. I'm 2'9". I'm pretty much the leg of a table.
Hey, you're betting on yourself.
Pre-duct.
Yes, betting on myself.
All right. And last but certainly not least, Pies.
Pies, who's been absolutely amazed with this ink, going, wow, sparkly. Signs his name, puts 2 gold on each one of us because
Okay.
he has to be fair, but then starts drawing on the table too, going, wow, how does it sparkle like this?
Merp, what are you drawing on the table?
A flower.
The flower. Okay, so you finish the stem and maybe half of the petals before he snatches the quill back from you. He's like,
Oh.
this ink is not to be squandered needless. Pay a lot of money for this ink.
I bet. It sparkles. It's pretty. It should be used everywhere. They should really paint the place so that it would really liven up the place. You know, you put on the ceilings, put little stars and clouds and all that. They'd really start to sparkle. It'd really, really, really be cool. Where do we get it?
Merp starts rolling up the contract as you talk, and he walks away.
You must not
So-
remember.
Yeah, he completely ignores you. So at this point, it's about an hour to the bar crawl. We can skip through this really quickly if you guys would like to make any preparations for the crawl before you begin. Merp will also hand you a very faded map before he leaves. You unroll it, and it looks like a diagram of the obstacle course. It looks like the tavern does not look like it can hold this entire thing underneath it. And it's very faded. Like, you can barely tell what some of these things are. You have vague ideas of what the rooms look like, etc., etc. So in this last hour before the bar crawl is scheduled to begin, what preparations would you like to make, if any, before you head down?
Can
Drink lots of
Sunflower
milk.
Turn to Pies and be like, "Are you armed, ready to fight?"
Yes, I have 2 of them. There's 2.
Oh.
And I've got feet too.
Okay. He doesn't have.
I got
weapons.
I got little darts, and I got a stick over there. I think it's still over there. I'll
It's
just pick
still
a stick
over
on the way. Okay, it's still there.
over
Yeah, that stick leaning over there. That's mine.
Well, just stick with us. Don't wander off. Sunflower's gonna look at
with
Dane
us.
like, what have we
That's
done?
funny.
I change out my
Alright,
armor a little
so
bit.
at
I get rid-
about, yeah, sure. You can
Okay,
spruce up,
change
spruce
it
up your
out.
armor.
Yeah, I take off some of the plate so I don't want to hinder myself. Get a little bit more leathers. Pies, I have something for you. I take my sidearmed knife. I get your stick, and with a bit of leather, I tie a knife to the top of your stick.
Oh,
This could be
Make
useful.
won't that
me-
hurt?
Make me a dexterity
Only-
check. Ichka, make me a dexterity check.
Dexterity. Oh. 2.
2. Okay,
2.
so you think that you've got the leathers wrapped around this knife really tightly. And the knot is pretty good, but Pies, as he sets down your staff, you can see that the knife is like, here's the stick, here's the knife. The knife is clearly, it's leaning.
Need the thicker
So-
stick.
You might get one good spear use out of this before the knife falls off. So you can use it as a spear once, maybe.
Let's see with my luck.
Yeah.
So at about half an hour to midnight, you hear a bell. Not a very loud bell, more like a bell inside the tavern, as Thamus stands up and says, "We have new challengers to the Thunderlock Bar Crawl. Bets are open on their success. The bar crawl will begin in half an hour." And he sits down. As you actually see Dane, you see the people who were looking at you previously. They get up and they head over to Thamus and they start making bets. You see them looking at Thamus and they look back at you guys and they look back at Thamus and you see them making bets. So you get the feeling that they're trying to like size you up.
Mhm.
Cool.
Are they another
very
team?
cool.
All right.
They make a perception check.
Perception.
Ooh, team we have to find.
Perception. Where's that perception? There it is. 6.
6. Nothing about them suggests team to you. They've been in the tavern since you guys walked in. You think they just might be regular patrons.
Okay.
All right. Any other preparations you guys want to make before the stroke of midnight? Excellent.
I'm
Then,
prepared.
say again, Ichka.
Prepared.
Oh, excellent. So yes, at midnight, you hear that bell again, and Thamus stands up and says, "We have these 4 challengers," and he motions you all forward. Are getting ready to test their mettle in the Thunderlock Bar Crawl. As you know, it has been a very long while since we've had new participants. The rules of the bar crawl, as some of you know, and he says some, it's really just like the 6 people who were in the back that have bet on you all. As you know, they have 2 hours to complete the bar crawl. Failure to complete the bar crawl in that time will result in failure. Emergency mechanics are active to prevent their immediate death, but we cannot predict what will happen in the bowels of the bar crawl. Good luck, adventurers, and we will see you in 2 hours. and he steps forward and he opens the door, and you see a staircase leading downward, and you are more than happy to venture in.
Take one last swig of my milk and go for it.
Awesome.
I run straight forward.
All right. So that's Pie's in. Dane is in.
Yeah, I go at a normal pace. I don't know why you guys are so keen. I just walk it.
We've got tiny legs. You take one stride, it's like 4 of mine.
True. I'm like running and she's like, oh, good job. Yeah.
Yep.
I prepare a torch and head in.
All right. We have descended into the bar crawl. Womp, womp, womp. So as you descend down, it is a about 30-foot long staircase, double staircase, that descends to a well-lit entry point. It's about 20 by 40, this room. And 2 crudely carved demonic statues with bronze braziers seated in their laps flank an arched and open doorway directly across from the entry stair. There is a dull reddish glow that illuminates a runic phase carved into the stony wall around the lintel of the entranceway. One brazier is lit with a blazing, unnaturally red fire, and the other bronze ornament stands cold and lifeless. The gate before you is lowered.
There are effigies of demonic forces. Be on your guard.
Excellent.
No, really? I was just gonna have fun in here.
Yeah! I go about halfway into the room. See if anything happens.
Sure. You walk about halfway in the room, and the room is it is long. The room is longer than it is wide, so the room extends from the staircase about 15 feet on either side, and there's only about 15 more feet in front of you before you reach the gate. So you walk in about 10 feet or so, and nothing unusual happens. The lit brazier stays lit. The unlit brazier stays unlit.
You'd think a place like this, they'd actually be able to light both sides.
People they try to save money. It's kind of tacky.
Well, let's see what happens when we light it. I take my torch and place it in.
All right, so you place your torch inside that brazier, and
20
nothing
fireball.
happens.
Yeah.
Ninth level fireball. Good game, everybody. Nothing happens.
So it doesn't ignite?
It's not ignite.
Can I use the brazier? I mean, it's this
The
vaguely.
braziers are they are about the braziers are small, but the statues that hold them are about 7-8 feet wide, and maybe about as tall as Sunflower, maybe a little shorter. They're about 5 or 6 feet tall.
Okay. Ishka, step back a little bit. Keep the torch lit so you can see. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try taking like my cloak and just putting on top of the lit brazier to see if I can put the fire out.
Okay. You place your cloak on top of this lit brazier, and nothing happens. The fire, the light that the fire emits is dimmed, but your cloak does not catch fire. Make me an Arcana check.
Oh, Arcana. Yeah, I'm good at that. Oh man. Rolled a 16, so that's a 15.
Excellent. This brazier is lit with a continual flame spell.
Oh, I know that of it vaguely. Seen it before. Okay. Well, while I'm here, I'm gonna look at the gate and the statue to see if anything's like jumps out at me, figuratively or literally.
Sure. So the gate, you notice that the words that are written across the lintel of the gate. You being a dwarf, I hope you can speak Dwarvish.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay. The phrase is written in Dwarvish runes, and it says, "Fire reveals the treasure, but flame conceals the key."
I'll pass that along to everybody.
Okay.
Be like,
And then make me an investigation check as well, because you were taking a look around the brazier to find other things.
okay, let's see. Well, this is another excellent one where I rolled a 13, so 12.
12.
Smart.
You don't notice anything unusual about the statue or anything like that. It's just a statue that is very lit. Your Arcana check, however, does let you know that the braziers, you are able to light the other brazier with a continual flame spell as well.
I passed that on. That would be something like if one of us could do that, we could. I unfortunately cannot.
Yeah, not my expertise.
Oh no! What I'm saying is that there is a mechanism of sorts.
Oh,
you can light the other brazier with that Arcana check.
okay.
And, you
And that-
can twist the brazier. There's like a little notch on the side of it, and it's like, oh yeah, I can get this to light.
It's like I turn the gas on and then like wait for it to click. And, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll do that.
Magical barbecue.
Yeah.
Awesome. So both braziers are lit, and the gate opens.
Oh, handy. Well done.
Good job.
Handy.
Score
All right, we
one for
didn't
me.
die. I go on through.
You go on through.
See, I knew I'd bet on this for a reason.
All right. As soon as you step through the gate, you hear in this hallway. It is a stone hallway. You step through onto what looks like wooden floorboards. On both sides of the wall are faces carved in the shape of very demonic faces, and you hear the words. Enter, heroes, and prove thy worth, if ye dare. And the gate begins to close. As
I rush
in,
guys.
guys.
Yeah, rush
everyone
in.
passes through. Excellent.
Yep.
Everybody else rushes through, and the gate closes behind you. One of the mouths on the wall says, "Begin!" And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay. Oh, that was a great roll. Just wonderful.
I can't tell if that
17. Not bad.
That was sarcasm. All right.
All right.
18.
Got a 17. Ishka got an 18. A 10 for Dane. And what'd you get, Lulu?
7.
A 7. Okay. All right. So, as you all step through this hallway and the gate has closed immediately, in front of you, you see extending from the wall are 2 crossbows that turn to both ends of the hallway and spray bolts at everyone. So I'm gonna go just around my initiative. So Pies, I don't think a
Yes.
6 hits. I don't think
No.
a 6 hits. Ishka, I don't think a 7 hits you.
Oh, I like this dice.
Right? Oh, I think an 18, Dane.
Yeah.
Yeah. You take
that
4 points of bludgeoning damage as this crossbow bolt just kind of like dings into your armor a little bit. And Lulu, an 11.
Nope.
No, excellent. So you have been accosted by a volley of crossbow bolts and it is Ishka's turn. Ishka, the floor underneath you as you step on it is a little rickety, but it seems to be holding everyone's weight.
All of us at once.
ahead of
Okay.
you- As I was going to describe the hallway for you all now. Ahead of you, for about 30 feet, this wooden floor continues and stops at another stone section of the floor. So from the gate to the stone section, it's 30 feet of wooden floorboard, and the stone after that appears to go for another 20 feet or so.
Is this an empty room? Are there any columns?
There are no columns. It's just make me an investigation check.
18.
18. Awesome. As you look down this hallway, you can see that at the stone portion of the hallway, there are little holes in the sides of the wall on both sides, and beyond the stone walkway, it's not dark in here. It's very well lit. Like, you really don't even need your torch. After the stone walkway, there is another 20 feet of what looks like 3 very long planks that are raised over a pit. So that is what you see, and the hallway itself is about 20 feet wide.
Well, I don't see any problems here. I confidently stride out to go towards the stone.
Excellent. How far out do you go?
You said it's about 30 feet out, so I will go the first 15.
Okay, so you'll go 15 feet. Perfect. Pies, it is your turn.
Pies is going to follow right along with him.
Okay. The same
behind.
distance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Excellent. So 15 feet to Pies. So you guys are essentially in the middle of the wooden floor. It's at that point where the floor underneath you begins to move and shift, almost as if the floor is like undulating. You got that wave going. So I need everyone to make a dexterity acrobatics check.
25.
25.
She's dex.
That's a
Same.
7.
It's a 7. Okay. Ishka?
17 also.
17.
3.
And Pies?
17.
Oh, 17, 17. Oh, 17, 17, 3,
7.
25. Oh, 3.
That was
Okay.
a 7.
There we go. Okay. So, Dane and Ishka, the undulation of the floor is a bit too much for you guys, and you are knocked prone. Sunflower and Pies, you guys, like, Pies, you're riding this as if it were a surfboard, whatever
yeah.
that is.
Whee! Yeah!
Yeah.
Why
so
are we doing this?
the monks have caught the wave and are riding it pretty well. While the floor is undulating, this is considered difficult terrain.
Hopefully my milk stays down.
Make a Constitution save. No, I'm kidding. Next up, it is you see those. It is Dane. So Dane, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm just gonna stand up and
Okay.
try to move as far forward as I can. So, let's see. Standing up is half my movement.
So you get 25 feet, right, as a dwarf.
I'm 25.
So you can get 10
then-
feet forward.
Okay, I'm gonna walk 10 feet forward.
Okay. So yeah, you stand up and get your footing, and then you kind of shuffle forward. You kind of catch how the floor is moving, so you can move along it without going prone at this point.
Okay,
Was
and
there
then-
anything else you'd like to do?
yes, I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
And then, yeah,
That's it.
maybe try to hunker down, like have my shield more in front of me where I know there was a volley of bolts previously. Try to
Okay,
be
so you're
extra
gonna
on guard.
no, you're gonna put your shield in front of you, kind of like to use as cover.
Yeah.
Okay, I will allow that because at this point you see those crossbows come out of the walls again and fire another volley at everybody. So it will be a 9 will miss Pies. That is a natural 20 on Ichka. So that will be 8 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Oof.
That is a 7 to Dane. And 16 to Sunflower. That hits,
That
so you
hits.
take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as well.
Great.
Ahead of you, Pies and Ishka and Dane and Sunflower, everybody, really. Ahead of you, you also see at that stone walkway section bolts of fire spitting out of those holes in the wall and crossing the hallway.
Is there a button anywhere as I'm riding the wave that I can see?
You can make an investigation check on your turn.
All right.
And then at that point, Lulu, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm still at the back.
Mhm.
And I mean, all right. I think I'll just try and get the full 30 feet to the end of the room.
Okay, so
it's
Wild
train's
Boar is
15.
15. Yeah, so you will basically kind of meet up with Ishka and Pies.
Okay.
So that will be that. At this point, from behind you, you hear a grinding sound as the gate that lowered behind you begins to inch forward. And and I need it's not even that. The gate will make an attack against everybody because everybody is at least 15 feet away. That is a 20 to hit Pies. Actually, wait, going in the order that everyone is. It would actually hit Dane first. So it's a 20 to Dane.
Thanks
Yep.
for taking it, Dane.
You know, that's what I'm here for.
So Dane, you will take 5 points of piercing damage, and you will be pushed to the halfway point of the room. Since you're 10 feet, you get pushed 5 feet.
Hey, I made progress. Silver lining.
Yep. Moving forward.
And then it will be Ishka, and then now I'll go around for Pies. That is a 21.
Fell off the desk. I heard it.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It fell off my book. It didn't fall off the back. It's 21.
That hits.
So that is 5 points of piercing damage to you, but you are not pushed because you are at the end of its movement.
Ow!
Or Ishka, yeah, it's not fun. Ishka, that is a 17 to you.
Ooh, okay.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. It's going to be 5 points of piercing damage, but you are not pushed. And Sunflower, that is a 9. So you managed to.
I know you guys complaining about. I'm fine.
Yeah, you managed to, as you see the gate coming towards you, you managed to get your hands in between some of the spikes to kind of like, you don't really like stop it from moving,
Like a cat.
but yeah, like you you grab onto the gate at the places where the spikes are not, and you're just kind of like pushed, like you're just like away from it. And we are at the top of the round again. So at that initiative count 20, the crossbow bolts come out again and fire at all of you. That is a 1. So that one definitely does not hit you, Pies.
Can I catch it?
I'm sorry?
It's a 1. Can I catch it?
Do you have deflect missiles?
Not yet. It's level 3, but I thought it was a 1. It failed.
Make a dexterity check.
Okay. Let's see. So that is 22.
Yes, absolutely. You catch it.
All right.
And now you have a crossbow bolt.
Yes! 2 sticks with points.
Welcome.
Ichka, that was 22 to hit you. So that'll be another. Yeah, that'll be another 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm just soaking it up.
That was cocked for Dane. That's a 17, Dane, plus
That hits.
20. Yeah, 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I like it. The wall did piercing and the arrows are doing bludgeoning.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think the crossbow bolts have blunted ends.
But the door's piercing us.
Yeah, but the door is piercing. You can ask Merp and Famous what they were thinking when you get back up there. That will be 6 to hit you, Sunflower, which will not hit. And then Ishka, it is your
Having a
turn.
great time.
I'm gonna try to do a charge to the end and get to the other hallway just before the holes in the second hallway.
Sure. So you're gonna do a dash action.
Yes.
Okay. So that'll be your movement is 30, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. So it'll be you'll have to double move to get to the end of this hallway. But then you can move past the fire bolts with no issue at all.
Okay,
At the end of the firebolt section, you are greeted with 3 planks that are suspended about a foot over a pool of murky green liquid.
Okay.
And-
About how far is this?
So you are at the end of the firebolt trap zone, which is 20 feet. So you are now 35 feet ahead.
Right. Oh, I meant like how far are the planks? Like how long are they?
Oh, how long are they? They look to be about 20 feet long.
Oh man. Okay. Can't just jump that. I need to prepare to
Good try.
treat myself first. Well, I don't want to land too hard on these planks. Look a little rickety. I'm gonna prepare to treat myself first.
Okay. So you're going to like cast Cure Wounds on yourself when you get an opportunity.
I'm gonna try to do a lay on hands if I can.
Okay. Well, you had to use your action to dash forward, so you can do it on
Right.
your
Okay.
turn. But I
Yeah,
will
so I'll
say
just wait for the.
Yeah, you can stand right at the edge of the planks, and I will say that will clear you from the firebolts. You'll be safe from those.
Okay.
Since you see where they're coming out, you can kind of position yourself to not be hit by one. That will bring us to Pies.
All right. As these bolts have been firing at us and everything, I was hoping to be looking at the room since I've been riding the wave and see if there's anything that triggers before they fire.
Sure. Make me an investigation check.
Okay. And only 13.
Only a 13. You don't see anything that any kind of like mechanism or something that fires before the crossbows come out. You don't see anything like that.
All right. Then I'm just going to mad dash my 35 speed back up to where Ishka is.
Okay. So that will be 15. Oh wait, the floor has not actually
Attack?
forgive me. No, the floor has not attacked you. The floor stops undulating at initiative count 1 so that the wall can move. So Ishka, if you want, we'll go back around. You did not have to use double movement to get out of that section.
Oh, okay. So
So
allow me to
15
do something.
Yeah, 15 feet would have gotten you out of the floor and into the firebolt zone. So you would have still had 15 feet of regular movement, plus the 30 movement from your dash if you wanted to. Or if you wanted to take a second to heal yourself, you could do that also.
Yeah, I need to heal myself pretty bad. I'm beat up.
Okay. So you can go ahead and do that, lay on hands, but you will be in the middle of the firebolt room.
So it's either heal myself or get out of there.
Yeah.
I'd still rather position myself over by the plank, so I'd rather move forward first.
Okay. So you're still gonna use that dash?
Yes.
Okay. And then with the dash, let's see, the 15 and then 30, you will be halfway across the pit at that point.
Okay, so that puts me 10 feet into those planks.
Yes, 10 feet into the planks.
Okay.
Excellent. Pies, sorry about that. The floor is not moving, so you have a full 35 feet movement.
Yeah, I'll just catch up with Ishka
Sure.
and get out of danger zone.
Excellent. So that'll be 15. That'll be 15 feet, and then another 20 feet will put you 5 feet onto the planks.
Okay.
And the planks are about 20 feet long.
Perfect. Right behind him.
Yes, right behind him. And there are 3 planks, so you don't have to share a plank if you don't want to.
Okay. Oh.
I mean, if you want to, that's fine, but you don't. The option to move across a different plank is there. All right, it's at that point that the floor begins to move again, and I need Dane and Lulu to make acrobatics checks again.
Wait, let me just check my... Yeah, 21.
Okay.
That is 15.
15? Excellent. You've got this now, Dane. You studied the art of the wave on your last sojourn onto the undulating floor. So you've caught the wave now, and you're surfing, and it looks really cool. You and Sunflower are just kind of surfing on these floorboards together. Neither of you are knocked prone, but the floor is now difficult terrain. So Dane, it is your turn.
I will move forward as far as I can and dash as far as I can forward.
Okay.
And then I will cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay. So I will say with half of your movement, you get off of the floor and into the firebolt zone. And then the rest of your action movement will get you 5 feet onto one of the planks.
Okay.
So you have cleared the firebolt room, and you are standing on one of 3 planks in this this room that is full of a murky green liquid.
Okay, I'll be on a different plank than the other 2.
Okay. So are all of you on a separate plank?
No, I'm right. I literally was behind Ishka.
Okay, so it's Ishka and Pies on one plank, and Dane, you are on another plank. It is at that point also that the crossbow bolts begin to assault you again. So Pies, that's a 13.
Nope.
Jeepers creepers, another natural 20 on Ishka.
Oh my God! Come on.
Ishka's taking all the bolts for me.
I know.
I am. I should have kept my blade on.
Right, that's another 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Not
You
good
still
for me.
standing, Ishka?
That actually, the 8 points actually brings me down to a 0.
Oh no! So at that
I'll
point,
catch him.
you'll catch him. Sure.
Yes.
Yes. You will. You can stop him very, very easily from. Actually, make me a strength check because you're tiny.
Oh shit. Strength check.
I took my plate off. I'm not that heavy. I'm only 280 pounds.
An 11. Sorry.
11. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. The DC for that was low. So as you see this crossbow bolt ding through his leather armor, and he slumps. You manage to get your arms around his upper body as he collapses on the plank that you are on. Gain. That's a 14.
No, that misses.
That misses. And Sunflower, that is a 7.
No.
Ishka, I'm so sorry. My dice don't like you.
It's all right. You gotta.
All right. It's at that point. Also, the fire bolts, you see they go off again, but nobody is in the room for that to happen. It's also at that point that the murky, the liquid, you see the liquid begins to bubble underneath the planks, and on the sides of the walls, you also see there are, on the left-hand side of the wall, there is a stylized face that looks like a yawning mouth. And from that mouth, you see a burst of a greenish cloud begins to emanate from this mouth. I need Dane and Pies to make Constitution saving throws.
Is this poison?
This is poison.
Oh, good. I'm gonna stop.
Ishka, roll me a d8.
Let's see. D8.
And I've got
Eight.
advantage for poison, so that's I take the higher
Yeah.
too, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So what did you
I
roll?
rolled an 8.
Pies? Okay, you rolled an 8.
Rolled a 22.
Okay, so you're fine. Dane, what did you roll?
I rolled a 17.
17. You're fine also. So you guys managed to cover your mouths from this this poison cloud. Ishka, you rolled an 8,
Yes.
so you will fail a death save. As
To
even
the
though you
poison?
are, yes, you it's a random roll. So on an 8, you would have taken poison damage. So you will just fail a death save.
It's because of my scales. I was like, wait a minute. I thought I had poison resistance. No, I got silver scales. Okay.
So yes, even
hoping
even unconscious, Ishka, you inhale this poisonous cloud, and your life force is sapped just a little further away. It's at that point, Lulu. It is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna catch up. So I have a speed of 40. So
A speed of
is it
40?
still, yeah, up and down?
Yes.
20.
Just so you know, 12-sided guy just cheered enough to give us a wild magic surge.
What does that
Oh, it-
mean?
Oh.
Oh no!
We're in for some fun.
Oh, who rolls that?
That'd be you rolling it. I'll go find the chart.
All right. Oh boy. Let me know when you found it.
Okay.
You're gonna probably have to write down some rolls because you're gonna have to roll a D10,000.
Yep.
10,000.
It's a list of
10,000.
10,000 fun things.
I'm just gonna look for a dice roller. How's that sound?
Just
I
send it
mean,
through
that's
Google if you want.
easier.
Let's see.
I've got the list up, so just give me the number and I'll go find it.
Who's it on? Who's
All
it for?
right.
He just had the 12-sided guy in chat said, let's see. How's the plan? So the plan so far? If so, have a wrench. So we'll have to see.
Excellent.
Yeah, because it'll have to be aimed at somebody.
Yeah. All right. I rolled. This is not how this should work. It's only giving me 1s and 2s. I do not accept this. Hold on a second. That's not the kind of dice I want this to be.
As I go and look at what number 1 was. Oh no! Oh no! No! Actually, that'd be great for me. That's a different story.
All right, 6896.
6896, and 12-sided guy said roll a d4 DM to decide.
Okay, D4. Great.
What'd you say it was 6496?
6896.
6896. All right. Scroll. My God, it's finding a needle in a haystack. Thank God they're in numerical order.
My
Yep.
God, it's full of stars.
68. Getting there. 68. Here we go. 6896.
Mm-hmm.
Target's allies can't draw weapons within 10 yards of him.
Okay, and I rolled a 3 on the D4. So
Who the 3
there we
represent?
go. Yeah, it's either Dane or Ishka, depending on which way you're going.
I'll take it. I will put
right.
it on my shoulders.
All right, Dane, as you recover from avoiding the effects of this poison cloud, you reach down for your weapons, and they're a bit of the. Say again.
It's the allies. He can do it. It's the allies that can't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So within 10 yards, that's 30 feet. So yes, everyone around Dane finds that their weapons have been affected by the murky green liquid in the plank room. It has bubbled up and jumped onto your weapons, and you cannot draw anything until just within 10 yards.
It's within 10 yards, yeah.
Okay.
There's a time frame mark. 96. And it doesn't give when a time limit expires.
All right, so no weapons. No weapons can be drawn within 30 feet of Dane. Thanks, 12-sided guy. You're the
Hey, it brings the
best.
fun.
Yeah,
Right?
I like 12-sided guy just putting there for the monks. He like, monks are like, what weapons? You know?
Yeah.
Right? You cannot unclench your fists.
My stick and my arrow are dissolved.
Yeah, you
Aw.
can't clench your fists. Actually, your fists are stuck. Well, your hands are stuck because you can't ball them up to people.
You can slap them really hard.
Right. All right, that was the firebolt and the spore cloud, and Lulu has gone. So
Have
it
I?
will be.
don't
were
remember,
moving. Yeah, you were
Yeah,
moving.
I don't know where I ended up.
Okay, you had 40 feet of movement, correct?
Yeah.
And you were halfway through the floor, so that's
Yeah.
10, 20, 30. That would put you 10 feet into the firebolt room. You're halfway through the firebolt room.
Okay.
All right. It is at that point that the floor stops moving behind you, Lulu, and you see the gate inch 15 more feet closer. It's at the end of the undulating floor, so it does not affect anyone this turn. Excellent. All right, we're back at the top, which means that the crossbows are going to be like pew pew pew. So we're going to go highs. That's a 12.
Miss. Just because
Ishka,
they're standing over my head.
yeah, Ishka, you are technically prone, so they are rolling with disadvantage at you.
Okay.
That is probably going to miss because that was a 3. Yes, a 3 misses you.
Thank you, Muhammad.
Dane, that is an 18 plus 3. It's 21.
That hits.
So that is 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And Sunflower, that is an 11, so that will miss.
Yeah.
All right, Ishka, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Death saving throw. Let's see.
Alrighty.
There it is. Okay. 15.
15, excellent. So that is 1 success.
Thank goodness.
And Pies, it is your turn. You are 5 feet into the planks as and holding Ishka's unconscious form.
Now the plank goes all the way across, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can I drag him across the plank to the other side?
Absolutely.
Okay, then that's what I want to do. I want to drag him across to the other side since I have no weapons now.
Yes, your hands are just open and you just grab him and drag him across. What's your movement
Yes.
speed?
35.
35. Okay.
Mhm.
I will say make me a dexterity check to get to the other side of him.
A dex check to get to the other side of him?
Yeah, because you're standing on the side of him that's on the firebolt side. So just make a dex check so you can maneuver around him to pull him to the other side.
Can I use my halfling nimbleness for this, where I can move through a space of any creature that's at least one size larger?
Yes, you can, and that requires no dex check.
Yep, I'll just literally walk across his chest. Gently. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. And you will pull him, I will say, 15 feet
That's
to
fair.
the other side of the plank. So you have passed the planks for all intents and purposes. And all intensive purposes.
Mm-hmm. Damn, you're heavy.
That note is really paying off.
Will you do anything else?
I was trying to see if I had anything to help him health-wise, and I don't.
You can use your action to dash if you wanted to get a little bit further into the room. The next room.
No, I'm going to kind of stay over and protect him in case anything else happens, because we need to heal him up.
Sure.
I have money on him.
You do. You have money on him. So that will bring us to behind you all. You see the floor start to go again. Obviously, affecting none of you. Which brings us to Dane, who is standing on one of the planks 5 feet in.
Okay, I will make it to the end of the planks.
Okay, that's 15 feet.
Okay, and then... okay, we will do... Let me ask a question, because this is one of those weird spots I'm not 100% sure how it works, because it's never come up for me. If you have a player who is stable and not making death saving throws, does a medicine check bring them up, heal them?
No. They just remain... Okay. It requires a healing spell to give them any hit points.
Okay. Then I will walk over and cast... smack them, the traditional way to heal. Wake up! And healing word.
Healing word.
No, not healing word, sorry. Cure wounds.
Cure wounds.
That's a spell. So you get...
Heal.
I've healed you!
Right, just
So-
place your hand. Heal.
Because that is 11 hit points you get back, because I'm a Grave Cleric, so it's max.
Yes. Grave clerics are the best. So Ichka, you come to with a jerk and a cough as you expel poisonous gas from your lungs. You are awake.
What am I doing here? Why do I have these little feet pinched on my chest? What are you doing next to me, dwarf?
We're saving your life because you kind of got hit by a bunch of stuff and you went up, poof, down. So I've got money on you. So, buddy, you better live.
You're telling me
Money
you
talks, man.
pulled me halfway across these planks.
Yeah,
you
you're a heavy
set me
son of a
away.
bitch.
My milk must have paid off. And dwarf, halfling, I think I owe you something.
Sure.
Ah,
Yeah.
No, I take his part too.
okay.
Awesome. Dane, will that be your turn?
It's movement, action. That's all I got.
Awesome. The crossbow bolts come out of the crossbows come out of the wall. Pies, this will be for you. That's a 7. Ishka, again at disadvantage because you're still on the ground.
That fell off your book.
14. Yes, it fell off the book. It was still flat. 14, Ishka.
I'm good.
All right. Dane. That's gonna miss. Sunflower. That's a 19. Plus 3. So that'll be 4 points of bludgeoning damage to you. Additionally, I do believe Sunflower, you are standing in the middle of the firebolt room.
I think so.
I believe so. So those fire bolts come out of the walls and try to light you up. That is a 17.
Yep.
So that's going to be 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Are you good?
Nope.
You down?
She's on 4.
Oh boy.
She's like, just not looking so great.
And then also the spore cloud is that mouth yawns wide again, and I need you three, Pies, Ishka, and Dane, to make Constitution saving throws. As you see, this poison cloud fills both the room with the planks and the room beyond.
That's with the what you call it, the guidance. That's a well, that's ability checks. Never mind. No, it's a 23.
Oh yeah, no, you failed. No. Ishka,
21.
21, and Pies.
14. I'm a little
14?
winded from carrying someone. Yeah.
That's okay. You all are fine. Ishka, you even on the ground, you see this poison cloud coming out of the wall, and all three of you manage to cover your mouths and avoid breathing in the noxious fumes.
Good, it smells like my Aunt Bertha.
Lulu, Sunflower, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna keep heading through.
Heading through, so you will be at 10. What's your movement speed?
40.
40. All right, so 10 feet will get you to the planks, 20 feet will get you across them, and put you 10 feet into the next room, where on the left side of the room, you see that that yawning face that has been spewing poisonous gas out at everyone. And you see another face on the right side of the room that is screaming.
Cool, I'm gonna do
it
the
is
same to Dane. What the frick? Not looking good. You left me behind. Would like some heals.
So you, as you move into that room, the mouth that is screaming on the right-hand side of the room, you see a bit of you feel actually a vibration in the room, and the vibration begins to affect you a little bit stronger every second, and suddenly the mouth screams at you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as a thunderous blast of energy emanates from this carving's mouth.
Okay, saving throw. Oops, sorry, off the desk. That is a 14.
14? Perfect.
Yeah.
So the noise and the vibration of this thunderous energy, it knocks you just a couple of feet back, but you are not knocked prone and you do not take any damage.
Solid.
Behind you all, you can see the gate is continuing its slow crawl towards you all, looking very menacingly, like the cleaners in the labyrinth. Top of the round, crossbows, because this is a hallway of death. We'll go around again. Pies. That's a 17 to hit.
That finally does hit.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. Ishka, again with disadvantage because you haven't gotten up yet. Yeah, it's gonna miss. I rolled a 5 and a 4.
Good. Yep. Good.
So on the ground, you're watching these crossbow bolts go whizzing over your head. Dane, that's a 10. That's gonna miss, I think.
Yes.
And Sunflower. That's a 13.
That's a miss.
Excellent. So you guys seem to have the gist of what these crossbows are trying to do to you. And you know where they're coming from every time, and they just go whizzing past you. You guys are kind of masters of the crossbows, at least at this point. Ishka, it is your turn.
Well, still on the ground. I want to stay on the ground because I only have about 10 feet left.
Let me get
I'm gonna try to. Well, I'm not a ground, but I'm on the planks. So, if Pies,
you're off the planks at this point, so you're like
oh,
right
sorry,
in.
you dragged me to safety.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Except for the crossbow bolts.
Well, safety. Does this hallway curve at all, or does it keep going straight?
No, it keeps going straight, and as you look ahead, you see that this hallway does end about 20 feet ahead of you, and in the other room, in the room ahead, you see what looks like a very large bird standing in what looks like a pit in the middle of the room.
Okay.
All of you can see this.
I'm gonna do what I intended. I'm gonna need to heal up myself. I guess who's hurt worse than me? Is anybody worse than me?
What have you got?
I am at. Let me pull it up.
11, and Lulu is probably
Pretty
like
low.
blood coming out the face.
Covered
Yeah,
in blood.
yeah.
My hair now matches my face. It's,
You're doing so well, Elf. You know what? Yes, I will prioritize you, and I will do a lay on hands on
cheers.
Sunflower.
Excellent, because you guys are within range if you move forward, maybe like 5 feet or so, because she's just a little ahead of all of you.
Okay, so I'll catch up and then do that.
So you can actually get, I believe, once you stood up, you can get 5 feet ahead of her. So that's still within touch range for a lay on hand. So you will be 15 feet through the Thunder Room of Doom.
Oh, we like holding hands down the hallway.
Skipping.
So much better than arrows in my chest.
All right, Ishka, will that complete your turn?
Yeah, because I know what's ahead and I know where I am and I know what I'm doing.
Yes, you can see that at the end of the hallway, like there's the bird in what looks like a pit, because you can't see the bottom of the bird. It's a very large looking bird, and there's a walkway around the bird.
Okay.
So that's what all of you at this point, now that you've gotten the gist of the hallway of death, and you can kind of take a moment, you know what's coming and when, you can get a good glance at your surroundings and see what lies ahead. So after Ishka is Pies. You're muted. Can't hear you.
Sorry, kid was saying goodbye to me. Just gonna follow along with the group and try to get more forward and see if we can get out of this area, because this is a death funnel.
Awesome. What's
I
your
now
movement
know why
speed?
they didn't send me here by myself.
What's your movement speed again?
35.
Yeah, you can make it out of the tunnel. So
Yeah, I
you
want
are
to
safe.
make sure. Yeah, definitely, and make sure it's safe here. Look around for anything else that might come at us.
Sure. So what you see as you make your way out of this hallway, this chamber is mostly occupied by a shallow pit with a narrow walkway running along the walls. There appear to be 5 exits from this chamber. At the right and left sides of the pit are 2 open arched doorways, and across the pit there are 3 doors. 2 wooden doors flank an iron-plated door in the center. The only other noticeable feature is a massive pile of moldy fur and feathers. And actually, as you make your way towards it, it will begin to lunge at you,
Ugh.
which it will do on its turn. It looks like a giant owl bear.
It looks like a giant owlbear. I look like
It
a
looks
kibble.
like a giant. Make an investigation check of the room.
Okay. Investigation check. That is that one. Oh, I only have a 6.
A 6.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
No, you see all of that, and the owl bear. You're looking right at it. It's not real. It's a big old stuffed animal, but it's still lunging at you, which it will do on its
The
turn.
stuffed animal's going to attack me. We'll get in a fighting stance and get ready to dance.
Yeah, actually, it will do that now because it is its turn. I rolled its initiative, and it's now. So it's going to roll to hit you. And that's going to be... Actually, give me a second. Let me pull up... It's not in here. Hold one moment, please, while I connect your call to animated creature. Now connecting pies to animated object. Please hold.
I don't want to connect with this thing. This is not my friend.
It could
Like,
be your friend.
decline.
I declined the call. Was it swipe right to decline it?
No, that's no.
You swipe
No,
right
that's
at
what
it.
you want.
You just throw the phone in the trash.
Stream your call. Take a message.
It only rolled a 10.
Oh, good.
So yes,
I'm
the owl
ready to
bear,
start burning key points.
yes, the owl bear, it swipes at you with 2 very giant stuffed claws, and it just kind of it grabs at you, but you like jump, and it ends up hugging itself and pull back. So that is its
Aw.
turn. Dane, it is your turn.
Okay, so I step into this room. I see Tiny almost get hugged by an owl bear,
Mm-hmm.
or what looks like an owl bear.
Mhm.
So, Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame at the owl bear. Excellent.
Yep.
So,
Good thing it missed me. That'd be kind of hot.
it rolled a natural 20.
Okay, well that
Wow.
beats a 13.
So yes, you see this owl bear kind of like dodge out of the way and avoid your sacred flame. Anything else?
Can I yell at it and say bad?
Yes, absolutely. Do you
That's
want
all
to
I
try?
got.
That's all you got? Make me an intimidation check.
Now,
Yes.
because
Come
I
on.
follow Joff on Twitter, do I get advantage of this?
Yes. This
Well-
owlbear is not purple, but
I rolled an 18 and a 19. So,
ooh,
what was this? This was what?
intimidation.
Add 1,
Add 1, so a 20, a dirty 20.
a dirty 20.
So you yell at this this animated stuffed owlbear, and it just looks at you. You don't know what effect it's had yet, but you've got its attention.
Thank you. It's not looking at me anymore.
and then the crossbows come out of the walls again. Pies, you are safe. You are no longer in the hallway.
Phew.
That is a 15 to Ishka.
What's the damage?
4.
Okay, not bad. I'll take it.
To Dane, that is 22 to hit.
Am I in the next room though?
Oh, did you didn't say you moved. Did you want to move?
Oh yeah, I moved into the next room and saw.
Oh.
Uh,
Well then
The
yeah,
hug
you're
bear.
fine. There's no crossbow coming towards you. Sunflower.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 against you, Sunflower, so you're safe.
Can I just double check what I got from Lay on Hands? Sorry.
Oh yeah, Ishka, how many points of healing did you get her from Lampions?
Let me go double check.
Sorry.
Where is it? Okay, oh, there it is. Give me a second. I think I'm rolling, but it's giving me a.
No, it's just you have 10 that you can use. How many did you want to give her? 10 hit points that you can
Oh.
give up.
Oh, you said you were at 4.
Yeah.
Let's get you up to 10. Give me 6.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Make a little bit less
And and then Ishka and Lulu, I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws. Oh no, I'm sorry, just 1 right now. Just 1.
Okay. 16.
16?
15.
Yep.
15? Both of you are fine. The spore cloud comes out of the yawning mouth again, and you guys have it. You know it's coming. You cover your mouths, and you guys are fine. Lulu, it is your turn.
Cool. There's an owlbear head that we can see.
Mm-hmm.
And is the wild magic surge still on? So no crossbows.
Yes.
Yes,
Alright.
but even the guy who donated sat there and he looked it up and said that monk hands count as unarmed weapons, so we can still
We
use
do.
our
So
fists.
yeah, you can punch things.
Cool. I'm gonna get up there then.
All right.
And yeah, I can get up there.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you have plenty of movement. You can even move around the walkway if you want, because it's the walkway on either side is about 30 feet. So it's like 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet, 30 feet. So you could even move around it if you wanted to.
Okay. No, I'll just get up to the stuffed owlbear.
All right.
And attack.
All right.
Let's do
Roll me
it.
some attacks.
Yeah. Okay. Flurry of blows, I think I can do. So that's a 12 plus 5? Sorry.
Actually, what you want to do is you want to do your first strike, and then you burn a key point, and that goes into flurry of blows.
Yeah, sorry. I just realized it's my first time playing a monk. I'm sorry. So 12.
You rolled a 12 or it was 12 plus whatever.
Rolled a 12 plus.
Okay.
5,
So your 12 plus 5.
I think.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. So that is a d4. Which I have got. So that is a 2.
Should be plus your
3,
dexterity
so
bonus.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus
Yes.
plus 5.
5, of damage.
Okay.
And then from
So
there,
then-
if you wanted to, you could spend your key point and go into Flurry of Blows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do it. Why
All
not?
right, roll me
Let's.
2 more attacks.
So that one misses. That was a 3. I'm guessing an 8 doesn't hit.
And it does not hit.
And that's a 3 again. So never mind.
You hit
I
it and then start swinging like crazy.
Yeah, you hit it
get
and
2 into it.
you hit it so hard that the you punch the wing of this owlbear, and the force of it is so much that you actually send the owlbear spinning around in its little pit, and it spins so hard that you can't get another hit on it again. And the owlbear is now roll a d4. Just roll me a d4.
Okay.
He's facing the wrong way.
Let's get you one.
3.
3. See, the owlbear is now facing. So if you were at the entrance of the chamber, the owlbear is now facing to the left. It went 1, 2, 3. Awesome. So behind you, the spect gate continues to move, but it is no longer. It's not a threat to anyone at this point. Ishka, you are the only one still in the hallway, correct?
Yes.
Then I need a Constitution saving throw. As the thunder mouth opens up and screams at you again.
20.
20? Yeah, you're good. You saw it coming. You screamed back at it, even. Excellent. So that puts us back at the top of the round. Ishka, you're the only one still in the hallway. You get one more crossbow bolt at you. That misses. And it is your turn.
Okay, so I know I have to clear this hallway, and then I need to work. Everybody else is past this owlbear specter.
Everyone is basically kind of like surrounding the owlbear. Everyone has moved into the next room and is just kind of like looking at it, flailing around and making owlbear noises. It's like "Mah!" and "Rah!" and "Mah!" and all that.
Okay, so how
Wait,
far
one more
away
time.
is
Can we have that one more time?
Can we?
Yeah, I
absolutely.
didn't quite understand that.
You want the owl noise, the bear noise, or the owlbear noise? All of
Yes.
them.
Whole package.
So it's going "Mah!" and it's going "Rah!" and it's going "Rah!"
I think I understand.
My days
10
get
feet
fleet.
will, 10 feet will get you out of the hallway.
Okay, I'll move. Well, I have a total of 30, so I can get from where I am now out of the hallway of deathly arrows, and then as far as I can into the next, keeping along the wall.
So yes, so the way that this room is situated, the walkway is going completely around the pit this owlbear is in. The doors, they wrote the doors kind of badly. There's the door that you used to get into this room. There's a door on the left, a door on the right, and then 3 doors ahead of you. So there's 5 doors. I think the way I said it, it was like 8 doors or something like that. But there's only 5 doors.
Okay.
The pit also, now that you all are in there, is only about 5 feet deep. And the doors on the left and the right are they're wooden, so you can try them for various states of lockedness. But yeah, you can maneuver your way around this owlbear, and you're close enough to it that you can continue to move around it and not take any damage.
Okay, so then I will hug the right side and go towards the farmost right door. If it's in 3
Okay.
and 2 on the side, it's the one to the right.
Yes. So with that movement, you can get right up to the door, and go
Okay.
in if you would like.
Yeah, I'll push on the door and see if it opens.
Awesome. Because of Dane's very awesome intimidations last turn, I will say that the owlbear does not get an attack of opportunity on you because it is a little stunned that anyone would yell at it. So you move into this door, and through this door is open. It appears only a single large chest sits in the center of this smallish chamber, smallish being 20 by 15 or so. And there are 4 locks on this chest. A bronze lock, a copper lock, a silver lock, and an electrum-plated lock. But what pulls your attention most about this chest is that it is grimly black painted wood and decorated with an unsettling skull motif. So it just generally looks like a bad chest. There's skulls all over it. Just doesn't look good.
What about the walls of the room? Can I look at those? Make sure there's any more crossbows? Any traps?
Absolutely. Make an investigation check.
You really needed a rogue.
Oh, we did. Yeah, a 3.
A 3.
So, yeah.
Now, the walls are made of stone and do not appear to conceal any. You don't see anything that looks like it might open up and put a crossbow in your face.
Okay. Well, then I know I've used all my movement, so I'm going to begin to approach this room and take a closer look at the chest.
All right, excellent. That's Ishka. Pies, it is your turn. There is a dangerous animated owlbear in front of you.
But he's not facing the other direction.
He is facing the other direction.
Does it look like he can turn or do anything anymore? Or is he just stuck in that way?
He's not stuck in that way. The ease with which he managed to turn with the force of Sunflower's punch, he can kind of turn
Just
and he can kind of turn pretty easily in the pit. But he is effectively, for this turn, he's a little shaken because Dane yelled at him.
Yeah, I'm just going to he tried to eat me as a Scooby snack, so I'm going to just unwail on him or attempt to wail on him.
Make me some attacks.
Do I have advantage because his back is turned?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
He does not see you coming.
Only a 14.
Well, if that hits.
Cool.
It's 2 o'clock.
Thank you, computer, for telling me what time it is.
All right, so that's going to be, on that attack, that'll be 7 points of damage.
All right.
We'll burn the key point because,
All
hey,
right.
she did flurry of blows. Little guy can do it too.
Excellent.
You're trying to show me
So,
out.
yeah,
Monk off.
it's a high thing, exactly. Think they're going to dance. Okay, that one's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And that does 6 points of damage.
Awesome.
Last one's a 23 to hit.
That one misses. I'm sorry. No, go ahead and roll your damage.
Fine. All right, actually, that's full 8 points of damage.
Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that last hit, you saw how much force Sunflower inflicted on this owlbear to get it to spin, but how much that made her unable to hit it. So you kind of tame your strikes a little bit, and you punch it several times in the back. And that last punch, you knock some stuffing out of it.
And stuffing really flies out of it.
Yeah, stuffing really flies out of it. All right. Unfortunately, that makes it the owlbear's turn, and it shakes itself out of the intimidating stun that it was in, and because you wailed on it so very hard, it's going to hit you. It's going to turn around and go for you, Pies.
No, it's not. It's going to miss. It's going to miss.
You had to say it, didn't you?
Please.
That was a 10. That was a 10. but that was a 12.
That still misses
I'm
too.
sorry. No, that was a 12 plus 6, so that's an 18.
Oh,
Yeah, so that one.
That one's
so
gonna hit.
So it does hurt you quite a bit. So that's 4 and 3. So that is 7 points of damage.
That literally drops me.
No.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So Pies will. So Pies, as he is jumping and inflicting these grievous wounds on this owlbear, as owlbear turns around and swipes him and knocks him to the ground. And Pies is unconscious and beginning the process of death.
Oof.
What did I call it? The death saving program. That brings us to
Actually,
Dane.
I could
that?
spend a key point, and no, actually, I can't because I did flurry of blows. I can't do it. Never mind.
No. So yes, that will bring us to Dane.
Okay. So, choices. How far away am I from Pies?
From Pies, you are, I will say, 15 feet away. So just around
Okay.
the walkway.
I'm gonna go up to him and cast Cure Wounds. Unfortunately, I've used my thing already once. That fun ability. So you get 6 points of healing.
Can you only do that once? I thought it was anytime someone was unconscious.
It is my channel divinity. Isn't it? Hold on. Let me do.
6 is just 1 point lower than I was at, so I'm happy.
I thought it was. Oh no! I'm sorry. Yo, it is. It's total. It's 5 plus 3 is 8. So yeah. D8 plus 3, 11. Sorry, it's the same thing. I was looking at something else. I am an idiot.
No, you're not.
You're
Great
healing
clerics just
me.
have too many awesome things they can do. So yeah, Pies, you have
okay.
11.
Wow, I feel better. Round 2, fight.
Yeah,
So
and
where you are, Dane, the door that Ishka walked into is kind of like 5 feet away from you.
okay, can I back up into it without taking an attack of opportunity?
No, you will still take an attack of opportunity, but maybe it won't hit you.
Maybe it won't, but maybe it will. I'm gonna just kind of hold my ground right here.
Sure. All right. That brings us to Lulu.
Okay.
Sunflower.
All right. I'm gonna do a hit.
She's gonna do a hit, everybody.
Plus 10, so it's a 10. So I'm not
It's a
gonna
10?
do a hit.
You are not gonna do a hit.
No. All right, I'm all good.
Are you going to flurry of blows? Because you can do that because you attack.
Oh, okay. I don't have to hit.
No, you don't have to
just
hit.
take an attack. You just get to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's a natural 1. So.
Oh, you got one more hit.
Nope.
Try to do one more hit.
Okay.
This owlbear's tough.
9 plus 5, 14.
That hits.
Okay, we did 1 hit. That's great. And it's a 5 plus 3. Wait, no, 1d4. Never mind. Sorry, everyone. Okay, 3 plus 3, 6.
6. All right.
So
Yeah.
many
So
dice.
You're doing awesome. I believe in you. So your first 2 hits, you're a little intimidated by the fact that it seemed to knock Pies out with just that 1 hit, but you steel yourself in that final hit. You knock a little bit more stuffing out of it, and it's not looking too good. Top of the round will be. Oh, did you want to move at all? I'm sorry.
No, I'm good.
Sunflower? Okay. Top of the round is Ishka.
All right, so I'm going to not enter this room. There's a huge commotion behind me. I'm going to turn around, start moving towards the room with this owlbear, about 20
Sure.
feet. So now I'm back in it. I prepare.
Not even more. Like your last 5 feet got you into this room, so you can move another 5 feet and be right back outside onto the walkway.
Okay. All right, so I'm only moving 10. All
Yeah.
right, so I'm moving out that way. As I'm moving into there, I'm breathing in deep. I'm getting my ice breath ready to just spray
Oh,
all
boy.
over this owlbear. Before I release, I want to cast. I prepped a spell. Where is it? I would like to cast Divine or Shield of Faith on
Ooh.
Pies.
That's
Nice.
nice. So, Pies, you feel warm and fuzzy as the spirit of a great silver dragon comes down and appears to give you a hug. And you feel, I'm sorry, a platinum dragon. Forgive me, Bahamut is platinum.
Silver, platinum.
Silver platinum. He's shiny. And you see this sparkly dragon spirit come down and give you what a very nice, warm, comforting hug, and you feel a little sturdier.
I like this group. They do
All right.
sparkling.
Ishka, what kind of save is involved in your breath weapon?
It is. I don't have that. I'm seeing breath weapon, racial, dragonborn. Constitution modifier.
Okay. Cool.
So I will do that.
That is an 8. And this animated armor, this animated object, it's not armor, it's stuffing. This animated thing does not have a constitution modifier, so that is a failure.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I can't even freeze it? Ah.
No. I mean,
Okay.
it failed, so you can roll your damage.
Oh, okay, because I rolled a 21. And then if I were to, for the spell, or for the breath.
Oh, so what was the damage?
It equals 8 plus your constitution modifier, plus any proficiencies. The creature takes
That was the save for the breath weapon. Like, I have to make a save against your breath weapon. And then
okay.
you
Oh, I'm
roll-
sorry.
No, that's okay. And then you roll damage, which is
2d6.
yes.
2d6. Okay, thank you. D6 times 2.
5 times 2. It's just 2d6.
7.
7. Neat. All right. So you watch this this animated owlbear continuing to make its and noises, but it's starting to slow down a little bit. You can see some of the stuffing inside, like some of the seams have been ripped open from all of the attacks, and you can see that stuffing starting to freeze from the power of your breath weapon. You think it might not have too much more to go. And that brings us to Pies, who is awake and on the ground.
Oh, I'm awake. I'm feeling the power of the dragon fist.
And go for another strike with it.
All right.
Get my dice app back up. It's behaving real well. So that is a 18.
18, that will hit.
All right, and I'm just going to do actually damage first. How about that? That's another 8.
8?
Mhm.
All right.
And then I'll just
It
take my
is-
bonus action. Oh, good.
No, I was gonna say it is barely. It's like meh, meh.
We're just going to take my bonus action then and hit it for that second time. We'll follow up with a kick.
All right.
And that's only a 12. So
That will just barely miss. You
Yeah.
are you see it making these sad owlbear noises, and you feel a little bad for it, and maybe you don't want to land that final blow on it.
It is just a stuffed animal.
It
Someone
will.
else has to kill it.
Someone else has to kill it. It will round on Ishka, who froze it, and it will make a very sad attack at you.
sad attack.
Sad attack. Bonk. Yeah, it will hit you. That was a 20, a dirty 20 to hit.
Oof! I shouldn't have pulled a
That's
punch.
all right. But you see,
Okay.
its arms are not functioning properly. So what it's actually doing is it's making a very sad beak attack at you, and it will hit you for. That is only 1 point of damage plus 2, so 3. 3 points of damage.
One,
And it's
two,
and
that's 3.
when it hits you, it's not sharp. It's like it booped you on the head really hard. So it's
Kind of
almost like you,
whipping it right.
yeah,
Whipping birds down.
exactly. It's like someone headbutted you with a pillow attached to themselves. So it's weird how this owlbear feels at you. Dane.
Weird how I feel at it.
Dane.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no, owlbear. That's a 7.
Okay, that is 8 points of necrotic damage. Toll the
my
dead.
good- Toll the dead. All right. How do your bells affect the life of this owlbear who is now dying?
It's just. I'm glad I thought before I spoke. There's just the loud ringing, just dong, and it's just like sort of the head kind of like.
Excellent. So yes, throughout this this hallway, this walkway, the loud bell tolls over the head of this owlbear, and you see the vibrations begin to shake the stuffing out of the owlbear until there's no more stuffing in the head of the owlbear, and it just starts to deflate, and the owlbear falls into the pit in the middle of the walkway. Congratulations, you all have killed an owlbear.
Yes, well done.
Stuffed owlbear.
Animated owlbear, a stuffed owlbear.
Hey Lulu,
Yeah,
just
that's
so you know, that head right there would make a sweet hat.
Who's Lulu?
Oh yeah, sorry, I had some of his milk, so I'm high as shit right now.
Yeah, I thought we talked about that. Stop drinking strangers'
I-
milks.
I know. I can see sound.
Sunflower turns to Ishka and she's like, we need to do something about.
We need to take
Yeah,
his milk away from him.
you're
And that guy over there.
Your Toll the Dead had a really funky, like, purple sparkle to it, Dane. It was really interesting.
Oh yeah. Actually, it probably would have sounded less like a bell and more like a nice, like really, like throaty, like bass slap, like some funk.
Ooh, yes, I approve of that. It's like bang, 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 bang.
Are you going to call your spell
Excellent.
Purple Haze?
Yes. Right there. He gets it.
Awesome. So yes, The sounds of the hallway behind you continue to echo as the gate continues to move forward, and the cloud continues to go, and the thunder continues to go, boom, and everything back there is just madness. But this walkway, now that the owlbear is not flailing at you, seems pretty cool. You have your choices of doors to walk through. You have the door on the right, the door on the left, and then the 3 doors in front of you.
Okay.
That's this many.
Right, and there's only this many of us.
Right.
Well, I
So-
suggest we
Wait,
go to all of them together.
party?
Hmm.
Although first, I'll like if somebody walks away from, well, actually the only person here who would want to pull a weapon would be Ishka. So I guess maybe if he walks across the room, like, oh hey, my helps out, right?
Will you tell me what to do, dwarf?
I do that.
I'm still a little high on that milk.
No,
Sometimes I wonder
it
why I
builds
chose this adventuring party. It's just, can you guys get along?
No.
You all right? You do have a point. You know what? I will draw the sword and I'll go straight down the center, in the middle of the 5 rooms.
In the middle of
5
5
doors.
rooms? Okay. So I will say that you know that this pit is in the very middle of the room. So if you go straight across the room, you're going to fall into the pit. You can go
my
around.
back.
Keeps going.
My back should be to the one to the right, so I'll just go to the right then a little bit. I'll turn first, and then I'll go.
I mean,
Unless
I
you
will
really
not
want the
stop.
owlbear head.
I mean, I will not stop you if you want to jump into the pit.
No. Well, we don't know what's in his
Is there
stuffing.
good stuff in the pit?
There's a bear in the pit, or there's an owlbear in the pit.
Yeah, but
There's
is there other
a-
stuff in the pit? Has the owlbear got a nest?
I think someone with the most grace should go in there because I don't want to drop in there.
All right, back
How do you?
jump
You know, it
in
looks
bed.
like a few. It looks a few feet deep, right?
Yeah, it looks only about 5 feet deep.
Yeah, it was an owlbear in there. He was standing up on its hind legs the whole time we was fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look, it's
Someone
not
can
the first time
investigate.
I've jumped in a pit. It's fine. Jump in there.
Yeah, sure. You can lower yourself down without issue. It's only 5 feet. There is nothing in the pit but stuffing.
Oh, this is disappointing. I'm like, oh look, stuffing, more stuffing. Okay, and then I pull myself out.
Is there even more stuffing?
There
Aww.
is more stuffing. Do you want to come and have a look? I'll lift you out afterwards.
You just hand me some. I'm happy.
All right, sure. Massive handful of stuffing.
You have some stuffing. It smells a little funny.
Does it smell like
So
owlbear?
did my milk.
It does not smell like owlbear. It smells like chemicals.
Please don't eat the stuffing.
Dip it in your milk and then just eat it.
Just like
It is just
Oh,
like
it
chewing
smells
tobacco.
like
Just like put a
grape
bunch of it
Yeah.
in my cheek.
Yeah, exactly. It's magic.
Oh. Don't do that, kids. Don't do that.
Don't eat chemical stuffing.
Dipped in
You
milk.
heard it here. Not even with
Okay.
milk.
This got calcium.
Vitamins.
And morse and vitamins and chemicals and
It's technically
All right.
organic.
technically. All right, we are so Ishka has already kind of ventured into the room on the right. The room on the
Right.
left is has been uninvestigated, and you have those 3 doors.
Okay, shall we check out the room on the left?
Let's
I
do
will
it.
follow Sunflower.
I head in.
All right. So before you, as you open that door to the room on the left, before you is a grisly collection of a variety of skulls. Many of the skulls look disturbingly human, with along with a few that can only be the thick skulls of what you would assume are ogres. All are nestled in very shallow cubbies, and the cubbies cover every wall of the smallest side chamber and are reminiscent of a library, though it's more of a library of skulls than a library of books.
Okay. Well, that's a no.
I mean, it's. I am completely like nonplussed. Like this is cool to me. I mean,
I
Skulls.
figured- Yeah.
Are there any
Make
skulls
a,
that you see? Any runes on the skulls?
Make a perception check.
I need to start reading some books because my wisdom is so low. 12.
12. You see across the wall farthest from the door, there is a lever that is set in the upright position that you wouldn't have noticed if you weren't looking for it. Now that you see it, you can see it's very well blended in with the wall.
Who wants to pull a lever?
I will.
Who
right.
wants to pull a lever?
I pick up
Walk right
Pies
up and flip
and
the
I
lever.
take him over there.
All right, so you guys head over to the lever. And
I
the
like pulling
room
levers.
is about 30 feet. So you guys can get over there, no problem. And as soon as you pull the lever, some of the
That's right, looking
skulls fly out of the cubbies. And now I need you to roll initiative again.
Quick, use me as a shield.
Told you I wasn't a fan.
It's initiative, you said?
Yes.
that's a 6.
The 6. Was that you, Herm?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay, Ishka 10. Guys,
11.
and Sunflower
9.
9.
I just need a bit of a sugar cake, you know? Kind of tired.
I'm tired. I'm not gonna do this.
I'm like, oh well,
All
you guys,
right.
you started it.
We're just gonna have an initiative. Oh boy.
That's a lot of rolls.
That's a lot of skulls.
It's not that many skulls. So you guys see as 6 skulls. Their eye sockets glow with an unearthly red light, and they levitate and begin to fly out of their little cubby holes.
Oh, they're pissed.
So the first skull, which is where are you all positioned? I know Ishka and Pies are 30 feet into the room. Where are Dane and Sunflower?
Sunflower is like maybe 5 feet in from the door.
Okay, so you're 5 feet in. Perfect.
I'm like right there too.
Okay, so there's room enough for both of you to stand in the inside the room. Would you like to be doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
No, I'm outside. I just shut the door and say, "Ah, screw it."
I was like, gosh damn
guys.
it, you told me this room is great.
I lied.
Yeah, right. He's like, oh, this is pretty cool. We can have a picnic in here.
Right, all these
Sacred
skulls.
ledge.
It's a great ambiance. So the first skull flies out of the wall, and it is one of the larger skulls that you see in this room. Is going to come out and swoop down and attack Sunflower.
Okay.
It is going to attempt to bite you in the face.
I love this room. Wonderful.
It's gonna miss with a 12.
Okay.
And the skull swoops down and attempts to bite you. It misses and it flies away so fast that you don't even get a chance to hit it with an opportunity attack. That brings us to pies. There are
I'm
skulls.
going- whatever skull is closest to me, since I'm technically still in his hands, I'm going to try to kick it like a soccer ball.
Sure, go for it.
All right. That is a 17.
That will hit.
All right. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You kick this
Mhm.
skull so hard that it flies against the wall and cracks.
Cool. Now, my bonus attack usually attacks the same thing that was there. Can I use a bonus attack to hit another skull as it's here?
Sure.
Or because I already cracked one? Okay.
Yeah, I will say if you want to do some cool monk stuff, you can, jump kick out of Ishka's arms and go for another one.
All right, we'll do that. We'll push out of his arms. Ooh, wow,
Throw
that's
you
a
out there.
22. Yeah, there you go. Speedball me.
Fastball special.
Exactly.
Yes,
Fastball special. Throw me at
a
one.
22 will hit.
22. That's going to be 7 points of damage.
7 points of
Bludgeoning.
damage. Another one. Yes, you jump out of Ishka's arms just as he kind of like flings you, and the movement propels you just a little, maybe 10 feet across the room, into another skull that you kick, and it flies against another wall and cracks. You have eradicated two tiny skulls. I'm sorry, they're not very large skulls, they're tiny skulls.
Well, as I land, I look around and go, is there nothing alive in here that we can fight?
As you say that, another skull swoops down and bites you. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, Lordy.
You only take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
This skull looks like it's about the same size as your own head. And it gets you right on the shoulder and then swoops off.
Happen skull.
Ichka, it's your turn.
I take heed what you said. Is there nothing alive? And I begin to cast Divine Sense. And I want to know if
you do not sense any undead. It's what undead, fiends, or fae?
And Celestial Fiend and Undead.
Celestial fiend, undead. Okay, you do not sense any of that in this room.
So don't know what type of forces at work here. Okay, so I begin to batter up with my broadsword for the next skull that wants to come swinging down at me.
Sure, excellent. So that will be your turn. That brings us to Sunflower. A skull just swooped down and tried to get at you.
And then it got away.
It did. It moved so fast and it's so small that you couldn't get an opportunity attack on it.
Very cool. So I can see all the skulls hanging around.
There are there are 4 skulls.
Alright. Step up and hit the closest one.
All right.
11.
11. That will hit.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. That's impressive. And a 1. That was an unarmed strike. 1d4. So that's a 3.
A
Plus
3?
3, so 6.
All right. So 3 plus 3 is 6. All right. You yes, that skull has gone against the wall and it is now so much death dust.
Okay. I feel pleased that I've hit something.
You can also do just a regular unarmed strike as your bonus action. You don't have to flurry, but you have enough movement to get in and hit something else.
Okay, thank you. Well, I won't, because natural 1. Yeah, my dice are happy today.
You got so excited at finally being able to hit something. You got too excited.
Yeah. I didn't even step close enough. It's like, oh no, okay.
No, not this time. All right. So another of the human skulls is going to come down, and what was your initial? No, I got you. I got you, Dane. I wrote Herm instead of Dane and forgot who you were. With Dane being the only one outside of the room, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do a D4 to see who gets swooped down upon. That is Sunflower again. So this
They don't like me.
skull, they do. They think you're really cool. They just want to get to know you a little better. So
You're the
it's going
Tallest
to.
and the chewiest.
This is one of the smaller skulls that swoops down at you, and also rolls a natural one.
I'm contagious.
And that brings us to Dane. You are outside of the room, and you see this madness.
Can I step in and smash the hell out of one of them?
Of course, roll to hit.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yes.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Absolutely. You swing, bada, swing, and one more skull goes against the wall. It actually knocks into another skull in one of the little cubbies, and they both crack. And
Oh, okay. The one that's in the cubby, I'll just go, oh, sorry.
If it could talk back, it would, but it can't because it's dead. And so that brings us to top of the round. The bigger skull will swoop down on you, Dane, having just entered the room, and try to bite your face. That is a 22 to hit.
That was a loud roll too.
It was right next to my computer. It will deal 6 points of piercing damage to you.
Holy shnikes on your face.
It gets you right on the
Yep.
nose.
Oh,
I'm still alive.
No,
It's just
but
a little-
alive.
Great.
it'll grow back.
It's currently on your nose. You
That's
have
fine.
a
That's fine.
skull. It's right there on your nose. That brings us to Pies. This is very funny looking.
As Pies looks and goes, oh no, it's got your nose. I'm going to run up and try to hit it off of his face.
Okay, go for it.
I have a hammer.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Excellent. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Perfect aim, Pies. Roll that damage.
What is that, times 2?
Yeah,
All right.
just the dice.
All right. Just the dice. Okay, so that's only going to be 4 plus, so 8 again. Yeah.
8 again. All right,
Yeah.
so you whack this skull with such fury, but it's got the most amazing grip on Dane's nose. You've cracked it. Like you can see part of the back of the skull has cracked off, but it is still hanging on to Dane's nose.
All right, I mean, the bonus action. Now it's dead, right?
It's not dead.
Technically. Oh, it's not dead?
No.
Oh, bonus action.
No, it's not
We're going to hit it again.
Okay.
That is
Yeah,
only
you're gonna need
a
some plastic
15.
surgery on that nose.
A 15 that hits.
Okay.
What's your modifier?
Plus 6 to attack.
Oh no, your dexterity modifier.
Oh, dexterity?
3?
No, it's a 4.
Oh, 4. Yeah, that'll kill it. So with this next blow, you manage to shatter the rest of the skull around Dane, and Dane, you get bits of bone dust, etc., in your face, and something cold and metallic falls out of this skull and hits you in the face and clatters to the floor.
Look down at what it was.
Go ahead, Dane.
It looks
What the
like
hell,
that
man?
So after Pies, another skull, the last one in the room, actually, is going to swoop down at you, Pies. It saw the horrible things that you did to its friend. That is a 19.
That hits.
It's just another 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And that brings us to Ishka, who has been waiting for his
Yeah, I
moment.
have. I've been just prepared. I am, as it hits Pies, I'm going to react to that and swing for it as hard as I can.
Go for it.
So more battling right in the face of Dane.
Well, but see, now we're using a long sword or a broadsword, so it could be great.
Oh, could be.
25.
25, yes, absolutely.
And that's going to be with a D. Let me see. D8. All right, let me see. 13.
13. Ouch. Yes. You just barely, like Matrix style, just barely miss Pies' face. Just barely miss Dane's face. And crack against the side of this skull. It turns to dust before it can even hit the wall. That hit was so powerful. And
That's called a clean kill.
you guys.
How's face is like covered? She's like, I'm not watching this.
You guys take a minute, look around the room. Nothing else is trying to fly at you. And there's a key on the ground.
What color is it?
Roll me a d6.
5.
5. It is a very ornate brass key with an eye motif.
Eye motif.
Yes.
Okay. I'll pick up this key and brass eye key. I don't know what the hell it means, but keys are good.
Could be related to each chest in the room. The one I saw previous was all black. Unless there's
Okay.
another room. Did we find out, other than the skulls coming at us, what did the switch do?
You don't know.
I just thought that turned on the skulls. That was like the skull on button.
Well, again,
Lever.
I know.
Nope. You don't know
I'm
what it
gonna-
does.
Search the cubbies where the skulls came from. See if there's anything behind them.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. $15.
15. All right. So you take a peek into the empty cubbies, and you don't find anything of value. Do you search the other cubbies as well?
Oh, yes. Gotta be thorough.
Yes. Yeah. Excellent. So yeah, you searched just about every cubby in this room. You pick up some skulls to look underneath them, and the first time you pick up one of the larger skulls you think might be the skull of an ogre, something inside it rattles.
Let's smash it open.
Excellent. Roll me a d6.
D6. 9.
A d6.
I'm sorry.
No, just
I accidentally did a 2d6. I apologize. A 9. A 5. I'm sorry.
a 5 reroll.
A 2.
A 2. Yeah, you smash this skull, and inside of it is an ornate copper key decorated with a lightning bolt motif.
So we have copper with lightning, and what did you have, Dane? You had bronze with a
Brass with an eye motif.
brass with an eye. Okay.
Okay.
And your investigation check also, you are aware that the skull that the first key fell out of was also one of the larger skulls.
I'm gonna smash the hell out of any large skull I see.
Excellent. You find 4 more keys. You find an ornate bronze key with a flame motif, an ornate silver inlaid key with a skull motif, an ornate electrum key with a wave motif, and then just a rusty iron key.
That sounds a lot like what we saw for the chest.
So you have a total of
Sounds
6 keys.
I know where 4 go. These other 2 are perplexing.
Could be a way
Perhaps
out.
there's something inside it.
Yeah, maybe inside that box, there's another box that needs a key.
Exactly.
Because
I love boxes.
Great
I
things
love
come in small
boxes.
packages.
The boxes are the best. You can put things in them.
Is that way I was always filled with boxes?
Yes.
Boxes on boxes.
On boxes, on boxes.
In boxes,
On boxes, in boxes, on boxes, in boxes.
from boxes. Preposition boxes. I'm
This show is
opening a
sponsored by
business.
Dr. Seuss.
So your continued investigation of this room reveals nothing else about this room. You have effectively cleared the skull room of death.
Next room?
Let's go. Yeah. So we're in the far
Don't we
left
have
room
all
right
the
now.
keys, though?
Yes, you are in the room on the left.
Do we want to go
Well, they
back
have
to
the
the
key,
chest?
so-
I think we should go back to the chest.
We know the chest is there. Let's go see what's there.
Let's do it.
Nothing else in that room except for it. So let's head in.
Yeah, let's take the keys. Use them. Might
All
be
right,
something
you guys head into the room on the right side of the pit room, and as you all step in, you see what Ishka saw earlier, which is this very large chest sitting in the center of this room with 4 locks on it.
Okay.
Well, there's 4 of us. Each a key, and we turn at the same time.
That
they're
probably
like
is a good idea.
motifs above the locks.
Because each of the locks on there, I think, were represented the same as the keys.
Mm-hmm.
It was colored, but it wasn't. There was no motif, right? For
No,
locks.
the locks match the keys exactly.
Okay, I thought. Okay.
Yes, as you guys look, the locks are made of the same materials that the keys, that the other keys are, aside from the iron key and I think the brass key. Yes.
All right then.
All for one, one for all, as they say. Are you with me? Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Sure.
Awesome. Who is approaching the chest first?
Oh, come
I will.
on.
I will.
Ishka? Ishka?
Go for it, Ishka.
Excellent. Awesome. So yes, Ishka walks towards the chest, and you all see, as soon as he approaches the chest, the floor
Oh.
disappears. And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
For everybody?
No, just you. You walked up first.
Just me. Disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
6.
A 6. Yes.
Hmm.
So you, the floor around this chest falls, like, it doesn't fall away. It's like it was never there. And you fall into a pit that is underneath this chest and take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
3 points. Bludgeoning.
At the same time, everyone can very clearly see the illusion, as well as 4 actual chests that line the walls of this chamber.
Agreed.
You can climb out pretty easily, Ishka. It's not a very deep pit.
Okay. I was just wondering, how deep is this? How far am I going? Okay.
You fall forever and ever and never come back.
And then
No.
it's a bottomless pit.
No.
Oh, I
I've
died
been
once.
falling for 30 minutes.
But yeah, now that you have fallen into the pit, you can, as you step out of it, you can very clearly see that around the chest there is nothing but the pit, and you see the chests that line the walls as you walk out, as you step out.
Okay.
Cool.
So that like the chests that there are 4 chests in that room in the walls.
They are around the walls. So as I described before, this room is about 20 by 30 or so. And the chests appear, there are 3 that are right behind the big black chest. So there are 3 on that wall behind. And then a 4th chest appeared to the left of the door.
Okay.
Yes.
Same key
There-
pattern in them?
Say again?
Same key pattern in them?
You do see that there is a bronze chest, a copper chest, a silver chest, and an electrum chest.
Cool.
And did the chest that he was approaching, did it change at all, or is it still with all 4 locks on it?
It still has all the locks on it, but now, oh, I'm sorry. Is this chest an illusion? I believe this chest.
That
is
vanished out, didn't it? I thought it vanished in front of me and then the pit formed.
Yes, that is what happened. The chest was an illusion.
At least it wasn't a mimic.
You know, that's a good silver lining right there.
Actually, from the pit emerges
No.
The pit emerges nothing but Ishka.
There's another chest in that.
Sunflower.
I'm gonna say- Go ahead.
You're not the pit.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I'm going to use the time before I even approach another chest to kind of get my HP back up. Because I'm already low again. I almost broke my legs on that fall.
Good plan.
Did you guys want to take a short rest?
That would be very good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
If you guys want, we can call it here with you guys taking a short rest,
Probably work out.
and then we can pick up next week.
Reach in my pack and start pulling out sandwiches. I got snacks.
Sandwiches.
I am a paladin who travels in luxury. Out of my bag, pull out a couple of sleep rolls, a blanket, and a miniature tent for myself. I say miniature for a dragonkin. For a dragonborn. It's like the size of for four grown people.
I thought he was gonna pull out like some filet mignon and like a bottle of champagne and candlesticks.
I didn't think
And
I
a
was going to be in
halfling.
the bottom of a bar for all night.
Yeah, a halfling was here to serve everything. So yeah, we can cut it here. You guys can take a short rest, regain some hit points, regain some key points, and we will pick back up here next week. How does that sound?
That sounds
Sounds
awesome.
good to me.
Awesome. How do I say goodbye, Drake?
The way you say goodbye is you start everyone off. You tell which one of us to start and start talking about ourselves, and you'll wrap up talking about yourself. You'll thank the sponsors again. You'll challenge people to do the live retweets, and then I will hit the merge button, and we'll say goodbye.
Awesome. So how about you start, Drake?
Okay, I'll start again.
Goodbye.
This is a great adventure. I'm a great time with it. I'm Drake Finney. You can find me at Drake Finney on Twitter, on Facebook, Twitch. You can find me here all weekend. I play on Sundays with Star Wars Fortitude, 2 shows before this one. Then on Saturday night, you can catch me with No Space to Fly, where right here on Encounter Roleplay. Then Friday nights, you can find me at Havasu Online TV, where during the summer we're teamed up with Impact Wrestling and we're co-streaming that. And Thursdays, Will has us doing new games, which is Nibiru. So pretty much you turn on Twitch with Encounter Roleplay because the summer's here and I have no classes to teach. I get to game all summer, so I'm happy.
Living a life. All right. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for stepping in, and I do hope that you will not mysteriously disappear next week.
No, I'm here.
Excellent. All right, Ishka, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitch at Ishka TV. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I do an RP stream where I roleplay as a paladin in training. And then you can also catch me Saturday nights over at the Fat Shark Games page where I will be playing Vermintide and a ton of other Warhammer related stuff.
Awesome. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you for having me.
Herm, no problem. Where can we find you, Herm?
I am at Hermley on the Twitters.
I'm almost finished. Sorry.
I'm like, wait, what did I do? I'm on Twitter and on Twitch. Usually do a Monday art stream. I think I'll do one tomorrow. I do art. Yep, art commissions. It's all sorts of fun. I like to draw people's characters. It's neat. And I am vaguely around online constantly. But yeah, had fun tonight. Look to see where this goes.
Awesome. And Lulu, where can we find you?
Hi guys, well, a bit differently to everyone else, I'm a study blogger on Twitch, which means you can find me later today, 4 o'clock Canberra time, where I'll be doing Motivation Monday on my own channel, Lulu H. I will be talking about anxiety and motivation.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really exciting. Do you do like planner things too? Because I'm a big planner user.
Oh, I do have a planner, but we don't do planning streams yet. It's mostly just studying.
Gotcha. All right, and thank you so much for. How are you enjoying? I know you said this is your first time playing a monk. Is this your first time playing D&D on stream?
I know I'm dodgy, but it's not my first time playing D&D on stream.
Okay.
I usually play a druid.
Okay.
So a monk is with me.
All right. Well, if you have any questions, that's what I'm here for. And I have been the Lady Tiefling. You can find me on most social medias at the Lady Tiefling. This is my first time streaming, so I hope to do more of it.
You did great, boss.
Thanks, Drake. Aside from here, now that I'm a member of the Encounter Roleplay family, you can find me on YouTube. I am a part of an all bards game called The Bard's Tale, where we put the apostrophe after the S to avoid copyright infringement. We've been
that copyright lich.
Right? That copyright lich. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus, but we hope to have new episodes very, very soon at youtube.com/Initiative Coffee Company, which where my friend Brian does, he does a Monday stream, a monster analysis stream as well, and then we do the Bard's Tale. Aside from that, you can find me mostly on Twitter talking about D&D and hula hooping and more D&D and more hula hooping. And just generally being a big goober online. So thank you guys for playing. Thank all of you for watching. One more time, I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors at Fantasy Grounds and Wayland Games and Tabletop Loot. And we will see you guys back here at 7 p.m. Central next Sunday.
Bye.
Yeah, I look forward to it.